That's fine, you take it live. Taking dead ones is against the law.
Rude.
So when do we actually go live? Is it when you sit down or have you already pushed the button?
I've already pushed the button.
You've already pushed the button?
Yeah.
Does that mean people can see us and this is slow or?
I don't know, what do you... I don't know what it's doing.
It says 1 minute live. I think it actually goes live in the 1 minute.
Okay.
I think we're going to sit here fucking about, hello.
Let's not do that just in case.
How close can we get it to the line?
Because I'm sure I tell it a standard to start broadcasting from the moment the feed is... There we go.
I wonder how much of that turned up. Oh, that was not the point that I wanted it to turn up live. Okay, so we now know that there is a definite... time delay. Time delay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do you want to turn the volume up just for a second, just to make sure it's coming through?
Okay.
Just for a second, just to make sure it's coming through.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh dear. Okay, time lag is a bitch.
Yeah.
Right, let's get on with the formal introduction. Hi, and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And as all good Terry Pratchett fans know, I'd like to introduce you to the wonderful world of pins. So Sven, let's start with the lesser of the pins on the table today. That would not be the one I'd choose.
I think it is.
Okay. Talk us through it.
Before we do any of that...
Are we going to say hello to people?
And now it's looping about 3 times. Okay. Making day delay probably way longer. Okay. What is it doing? It's very strange. Anyway, right, okay. Hi Dave. Hi Hyper Red 100. Yes. Yes, let's hope it settles down a bit. Right. It seems to be.
Well, we could always cut it and restart it, or would that be 2 separate videos? I don't know how this lot works. It's the miracle of the world of tomorrow! Okay, so Sven,
We're doing a couple of
tell
things.
me the exciting thing about the pins.
Well, apart from these having arrived while I was on my back, and we're back into the world of trying to catch up with everything.
Sven on his back and saying nothing.
Here we have a Fansets Mirror Universe pin, which is a Think Geek exclusive.
Yeah.
I haven't opened this before, so let's pop that up to the camera. Hello, Adam. Seems to be working now. Now on with the scheduled program. Yeah.
Welcome to your scheduled programming.
Right, here we go. Hopefully that will focus in all right. That is the Fansets Think Geek exclusive version of the Fansets pin for this, with the writing on the front. That's quite cool. You've got the normal one there, haven't you?
Okay, this is the standard version of said pin, which is exactly the same as the other one, except without the writing.
Okay. And then of course you've got...
Then I brought down the QMX one just to show the size and style differentials between the two. And considering the price difference between the two, there's no contest. QMX wins.
Fair enough.
But it's a really nice pin to have.
Yeah.
I actually like the exclusive version because it says Star Trek on it, where this one, you have to be a Star Trek fan to know what it is. And more importantly, you have to be a Star Trek fan who read the Next Generation comics to know. Because if you're a classic Star Trek fan and you see this, you're not going to recognise it because the blade is different and the Earth is different and the wrong colour and the wrong shape. So there's an awful lot wrong with this if you're only a classic fan. If you're a TNG fan who liked the Mirror Universe comics that had the Mirror Universe in, which were nominally well done, then, oh yeah, you get very excited.
Not loading on my smart TV. Hopefully I'll catch up with you.
That's not good. We don't want that.
That's the problem. Thanks to the delay, there was a weird thing. It took me 2 minutes to mention it from a perspective of 4 minutes from mine. Oh, okay. seems a bit flat compared with the QMS one. Yes, it is.
It is, yeah. It's completely.
It's a more traditional glycerin style enamel pin, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got it. It's what we would refer to as an enamel pin.
Yeah.
It's got slight metal raising in it, but it is only slight, just enough to give you differential lines for the paint.
Yeah.
Where unlike the QMX one, see the QMX one, funnily enough, is as flat if it wasn't for the fact that it has the superimposed earth over the top.
That's a separate part, isn't it?
It's a separate panel piece for it, but
yeah,
they're two very, very different creatures in style and look, and I definitely know which one.
Hi Martin.
Hello Martin.
Nice to have you on. As you can see with the fan sets one, you got two plastic basic
rubber backs.
Clasps. They're just rubber backs. There's no clasp involved, so no.
Now, lots of people like the rubber backs because
they don't end up.
And then, to be
you.
fair, you can take them on and off a fair few times before you run the risk of losing them. I personally still prefer security clasp.
Yeah, I'd go with a locking clasp.
Yeah, a locking pin of some variety.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, just refreshed from my end. Is the delay fixed now? Guess not. Might be. How quickly did I get to the guess not? I don't know.
Well, we can see there, you're just now starting to put it in there. There is a definite 1 minute delay.
Yeah.
Between what we say and what we do.
Mind you, having that problem, I had to try 3 times for it to get to connect to your Wi-Fi for some reason tonight. I don't know why.
Oh,
don't know why.
I might know why. Sven, dance for the nice gentleman.
Staying alive, ish. Have you got the Eagle Moss shipment this month? No.
No, we're still waiting. Sven, that me knowing what the internet thing was a complete lie. And the reason I went out there is because I had something out there I wanted to surprise you with live on air so I can judge whether I made the right decision or not.
Okay.
Would you like to tell our audience when your birthday is?
6th of May.
Here's your surprise birthday present. Because I know you get sad round about this time of the month. Well, in August.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Private Megatron. Yes. Wrong Megatron, but yes. Don't care. That's pretty cool.
Yep, I thought you'd like that.
I would like to have been able to go to TF Nation. My leg's just not up to it yet. Well, as some of you will know,
the best part of TF Nation is here right now. Me. I'm here. Enjoy.
As some of you will know, I founded Auto Assembly, which was the.
Did you? You've never mentioned it.
Transformers convention. So I'm missing TF Nation this weekend, and I wanted to go, but my leg's just not quite there yet. But there we go. Right, before we move on to this. HyperRed 0100. Not trying to sound pushy or anything, but do you have an idea when normal videos will resume? Really enjoying the streams as an alternative, but I was enjoying all the content.
Sadly, it is due to financial reasons.
Yeah.
The moment that we can find somebody that is willing to pay for hair or kidneys, we will be happily resuming normal schedule.
Basically, it's just trying to sort out a replacement PC at the moment, because the laptop I've got really isn't good enough for editing anything more than flat things for the odd trailer, and that's about it. Hopefully it won't be long. I'm trying to put things in place at the moment, so fingers crossed. Dave says, Martin, no one has this month, they're having issues, but we should get them right after. Get them soon, and then next month's right after.
Yeah.
And there was about 2 minutes from the guest not. Okay, so we're about 2 minutes delayed. Yeah, Eagle Moss are basically they're saying that they've had a change in warehouse. There's been a change in distribution as well, and all sorts of things going on. So I think if they screw this up again next month, they're going to be in real trouble. But we'll see. There is some confusion over when the Kobayashi Maru payment's going to be taken and all this kind of stuff at the minute. So
We're just kind of waiting for things to turn up, which is why we're going through the backlog of stuff I've still got to do. I'm probably not going to be pulling in too many Transformers things to do as live things, because otherwise he'll cry. We have 4 lots of the definitive G1 collection to go through. 5. There's 5 deliveries.
I'm not doing those live. I'm not doing those live, dude. I will fall asleep on
exactly.
YouTube. People do not need to see that.
They're using DPD for deliveries now. Yeah.
So we will be, for the foreseeable future, be doing live streams, but they will predominantly be Star Trek mixed in with whatever we decide to talk about. For instance, he's holding in his hand a Transformers badge because he is Sven and there is no helping him. So tell me about the pin, Sven.
I mean, hopefully the whole PC thing's will be sorted soon.
Well, yeah. If not, what we're going to do is we're going to have a whip round. Quite literally, we're going to get a round whip, and just.
Martin says so. Shopbought was quicker than also the Kodesh Maroons out on the August 3rd.
Yes,
I kind of believe that when it happens, but okay.
Because
Shopbought is definitely faster at the moment. It'll catch back up from what they've been saying. Yeah. Do you know about the problems with the Kodesh Maru? No matter what happens, it's a no-win scenario.
Oh, nicely done.
Do we know about the bus collection? Yes, I'm keeping away from it. I saw the spark, and I was like, no, and it was in the data as well. It's another load of things I don't have space for. I'm struggling to have space to put the starships that I actually want to buy. Because I'm cherry picking now, as most of you know.
Okay, and additionally, trust me, we have more than enough Star Trek merchandise to do at least 4 more seasons before we even begin to need to look around for new materials. So, whilst we may not be doing the most up-to-date Star Trek stuff, we've got a hell of a backlog to go through.
And to be fair, at the moment, my biggest worry right now is to try and keep us above 1,000 subscribers, because they're seeping away at the minute.
Ooh,
so
that's not good.
We might.
But is that because we're losing people, or is that because the algorithm is only?
The algorithm is unsubscribing people. We got unsubscribed to some of our followers in the last week.
Really?
Automatically.
Why? Okay, that's not good.
Under that. And Hyperred 100 says, Web Store says available from the 17th of September. No Star Trek 4. We'll see. It's going to happen anyway. It's just a question of what it's going to be and who's going to be in it. Yeah. It will happen. But I think Paramount are being dicks over the Chris Pine contract, because he signed that contract in good faith, to cover Star Trek Beyond and the 4th one. There was a pay rate involved. He's happy to stick with it, and Paramount want to reduce it. When, in all due respect, since that film,
a bump up.
Probably should go up. But, there we go.
Oh, and just somebody mentioned to me that they thought it was strange that Paramount would be negotiating in this method regarding contracts. We're not going to go into it because it's a really long story, but I highly recommend you Google, what's Roland's actress name, please?
Michelle Forbes.
I really recommend you Google Michelle Forbes, put the word contract and problem, and see what happens.
Yeah.
The internet goes, woof.
I literally said that before you said it. Not from our point of view. You typed it after we'd said it. But
hey, yeah.
The internet.
The internet. Yeah.
Anyway, right. This is a Nerd Block exclusive Hasbro licensed Autobot enamel pin, a nickel plated one. This is gorgeous. Let's bring that up to the camera there. That is a proper bag. Yeah, it's ridiculously rare and gorgeous. This is going on my bag. It's going to be worn on my jacket. I don't care. It'll go with my auto assembly one, because this is right. It's right. There's so many badges kicking around that are wrong. That's the correct colour scheme. That's the correct version of the logo without any distortion. That is nice. Let's get that out of its package.
Having friends like me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Paramount don't have the cash. He has a really good point. Paramount are in trouble.
Oh, I totally agree.
Trouble,
but that's not.
That's not. There's a contract already there, so
Can I actually see the back of that one? Because I've never actually seen it off the card. I'm very curious as to what they did for the back.
Normal butterfly clasp.
Ooh, okay, very nice.
That's some solid.
Yeah, but I didn't realise it's a 2016. I thought that was a 17.
Well, no, that's when Hasbro would have licensed it.
Ah, so you could.
So yeah, you get that a lot with Transformers products. You'll find that the date on the box, for instance, is usually the year before it's actually released.
Okay.
That is really nice, and it's actually quite thick matron.
Again with that, not doing any jokes.
Oh no, that is really cool.
Actually, a lot of badges are really thin things. They would benefit from a little bit
This is
more.
not. This is nice.
No, that's good.
That's junk. The hell going on my chest? I don't care. Right.
Sven, have you got some like really weird body shaming thing? You just like hurting your nipples. You're like, no, you must take it. Oh, good God.
Pierced by badge. Okay. That's a shiny Pinroy. That is gorgeous.
Too shiny.
I like it a lot. Right. Let's discuss a few things. Star Trek Reliant.
It's copyrighted.
Kill for that, wouldn't you? Absolutely kill for it. You'd love that.
I'm waiting to see. Just waiting to see. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Just while I remember as well. Reason we're live streaming so late tonight is because we've been at a Space Stop Birmingham meeting. It's the third Friday of the month. We always have a Space Stop meeting, which is
Where we
club with
like
local
to
club.
be sociable and chat with other fans
Yes.
and do things where alcohol is involved.
We had an away team come and see us from the USS Ranger, which is a club.
Lovely group of lads.
Lovely group of people. They're not just lads, though.
No, it's a joke.
It was a joke. You killed it. The USS Ranger is a Dudley-based group. They actually meet in Netherton on the first Friday of the month, so they're pretty cool. They're a nice bunch of people.
We like them.
We like them. It's nice having a chat. So yeah, if you're interested in Space Dock Birmingham or indeed the Ranger, come and find Space Dock Birmingham on Facebook. There's a Space Dock Birmingham group. That's the best place to go.
And we are trying as well to get all the starships and groups within the Midlands and further involved in chatting and advertising so that more people can. Because the thing is, so some people do specifically go, I want a Star Trek club in my group, in my area, blah blah blah. And the internet, whilst is very good with some things, some clubs are not brilliant at advertising, so it's not always.
So there'll be the SFI group, Starfleet International chapters, and then everybody else who's doing Trek events. Because let's be honest, not everybody's been getting on in Trek fandom, as everybody knows.
No, but there's always schisms.
There's always schisms, there's always politics and stuff like that. But let's try and work together, because Star Trek fandom in the UK especially has always been about raising money for charity.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with us supporting each other. So if you want to come and find Space Up Birmingham's group, which I think, what did I call it? It's the Arrival Lounge, I think. So many things I'm juggling. I'm so tired this week as well, so apologies for that.
Sven.
But what?
You? No, it's more like you talking. Hey, bitch, learn to edit.
I don't know. I just don't know. There is a fanzine I do each month as well, and there's a PDF of that up, but I'll get something sorted and do that. Okay.
Wow, that time delay is quite big.
Yes.
Look, there's me doing the nutsack joke.
Nathan Bessel, hello from Australia. Hello.
G'day,
Trek
mate.
Cave. Hi, I'm late. Hi everyone. Is David drunk on Bailey's yet?
No, I arrived drunk. I'm trying to sober up a bit because I'm a bit giggly.
So, right, there was Star Trek Reliant.
Yes.
The second one they then did was
Named
Star Trek
was
Destiny, which is, could it be the books?
Well, if it is the books, that would be interesting because the books are the Enterprise, the Aventine, and
The Titan.
Titan. Yes. So,
Now, that's probably not going to work from a chronology point of view with Picard, Riker, and Dax. Dax still works.
I'm sorry, Sven. Script writers, crowbars,
Well,
fans who don't
that's
give a
not-
toss. They will win. They'll
That's what I'm going to say. You know,
Was that
if
where
you
you were
wait for a
going?
sec, I'm going to say they're going to adapt.
Do you
it.
regret the fact we have to do this live now?
Yes.
Do you regret that you cooked your PC?
Yes.
Yes.
I regret I don't have the money to buy one straight off the shelf. Yeah, shockingly.
Well, we all regret that.
Yes. But yeah, it's the books can be adapted quite easily. I would imagine the Aventine can be Dax's. The Titan probably would have a new captain because it would be Admiral Riker by this point, surely, and then Ambassador Picard could be running around, and we could see the Enterprise for a laugh. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
So that'd all work. It's all fitting. It's just fitting it together.
It's getting there.
If they go with that, it might just be something entirely different than they do with the books.
They could be just trying to trick people. Ha 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 ha.
And but that would mean no Captain Dax, and I would cry. I want Captain Dax. I want some Captain Dax.
For instance, there's a rule in Hollywood that if a TV show or a movie or anything mentions a website name, even in passing, go to such and such.com, that TV show, that network, that whatever, has to register it. They have to have it so that it can't just be picked up.
So it's bad as the Dalek survival phone line.
There's a what?
Yeah.
Seriously? I'm gonna have to check that out at some point. I don't know why, but that tickles me.
I think Picard will be the new Boothby. What do you think? I'm still more of a thought that he'll be Ambassador Picard simply because Alex Kurtzman was involved in writing the story.
More like Commandant. He'd be Commandant Picard.
Well, this is different. I mean, if it's the Academy show, then yes, it could be the Commandant.
I'm still bucking for the Academy show.
Yeah, fair enough. Would the show use the new design, DS9 design from the books? No, it absolutely wouldn't use the design from the books because the design from the books isn't theirs. It's the book publishers, because if it's pocket books and all that kind of stuff, isn't that owned by Viacom?
It's Viacom
and not
market.
CBS.
But the best thing is it's the old Viacom, not because Viacom split into three, because you have Viacom Marketing Consumer Products, Viacom and
By any stretch of imagination,
it's Viacom.
No, it doesn't. It's not owned by CBS, so they would probably not use it.
No.
Whereas stuff from Star Trek Online, CBS has a stake in, so they could use
It'd make
that.
more sense it'd be the online version.
Yeah, Picard as Boothby would be a bit narrow, to be fair, for what Patrick seemed to be talking about. Dave says he doesn't like the new DS9, fair enough. I wasn't a big fan either, that weird version of Deep Space Nine, it's all Federation. What about the Enterprise F with Captain Sean? That should now be classified as canon. CBS see it as canon
Yeah.
at the moment. Whether that changes is another question, but the Enterprise F, I can completely see that turning up. Yeah, Star Trek Online was always canon until it's not. It's not.
No, that is true.
Completely true.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, now they're going to start exploring that kind of time period, then everything in online out the window. Straight up. Unless they decide to go with the designs, because the thing is the Enterprise F will be a canon design because CBS can use it.
Yeah.
So why would they redesign it when it's already done? Hyper Red 0100. Yeah, even if the movies are pushed back, we've got more TV coming between Reliant, Destiny, the Picard series, the short Trek minis this autumn, and Discovery Season 2, have lots coming up. Animated series possibly as well. The Academy series.
The ironic thing is, a couple of years ago, I was really, really knocked off with the Star Wars fans, and they're getting a movie every year, and they're getting a new TV series, and everybody's getting French, and it's like, yeah, no, this is a good year, we like this year, next year will be even better.
Martin says, I would like a Section 31 show.
Ooh,
I
not sure
I still have huge problems with Section 31 as a concept. So,
It's one of those. It could go
Horribly wrong. Or
It could be
horribly right.
really nice because you could like have infiltration spy, and you could do like a big story arc with multiple components. And
You could have the irony of Section 31 working with the Tal Shiar and the Obsidian Order.
You could, but on the other hand, I think that show would. It'd have to be done in a very specific way for you not to get really hacked off with it.
But I think Discovery's going to go down that line anyway with what Georgia's doing. Anyway, as you found, even name my daughter after her. Fair play. Is Kirsten Bayer involved? Yes, as Dave says, yes, she originated the Picard show. Yeah, Kirsten Bayer's the reason that's even happening. Orville, your thoughts?
I personally really enjoy the Orville. As the writer and director and creator has said, it's blackjack with hookers. Yay. No, I do. I enjoy it. I'm a big fan of his work generally. On a personal level, I like a lot of his ideologies, and he encourages people around him to be creative and lets them loose and do things. And I like people that have that sort of energy about them. But luckily, he's been successful enough that he's got enough clout that he can, dictate's not the right word, but he can stay firm to the ideas that he originally has. And season 1 of Orville was bang on with that, and he's very happy with season 2. I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
It took me 4 attempts to get through the trailer, to get through the pilot.
I can't. Yeah, it's not your.
Did not like it. I don't like Family Guy. I think that sort of humour passes me by. I've got more into the Orville. I've seen some more of the episodes. I'm trying to get through it. I can see what everybody loves in it.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm struggling.
You see, I'm surprised that you don't dislike him. I mean, he went to an incredibly elaborate ruse to hear one line, because he made a movie, then had a book made of the film, then had Jonathan Frakes do the audiobook of the film, just so that he could hear Jonathan Frakes say, "Shoot that dirty cowboy cum all over my face." How can you not like a man that's got that level of work to knock out one joke?
I think you've answered your own question. Right there.
Right there.
Okay. Star Trek Online and the book series don't fit together. It'll be interesting to see which direction they go in. I think they'll
go with online.
No, they'll probably go in their own direction, to be fair. I think the storyline online, where basically to make it a compelling game, they created they created more animosity between the Federation and other races, which not necessarily made sense from my point of view. I can't see the Klingons getting aggressive again. I can't see the Romulans trying to do things with no planet quite the same. I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see.
What about a show from the Romulans or Klingons' perspective? A Romulan one.
One would be nice, but it's not going to happen.
Well, this is the thing: we've got Romulus is gone. So Romulans on Vulcan.
Everybody
Romulus
makes a really big thing about Romulus being gone, but Romulus wasn't actually important. The Romulans left Vulcan.
Yeah.
They colonised that quadrant of space, and then they chose that to be their political homeworld. But that's all it was. It's part of.
Wasn't it stated
the empire?
Was it the Hobos star or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
Didn't it take out quite a big section of the Romulan
Empire? It took out a major chunk.
Yeah. So.
But the thing is, it's one of those things. The Romulans can rebuild, they can redo, they can re-embrace the
What
empire.
I would possibly suggest is, in the Undiscovered Country, they suggested that Klingons will become the alien treasure of the galaxy kind of scenario. What happens to Romulans have gone down that path, and that's where they are. And there's their hierarchy are on Vulcan, sort of like as refugees, but the rest of them are scattered across the galaxy.
I can't see it.
Yeah?
I just can't see it from the species point of view. I think the species would take more of the Klingon who would rather die.
Fair enough. Days, Section 31 is a fantastic spice, but they're not a meal. You just can't have them on their own, or
Yeah.
you have too much, or you can have too much of them.
I think the only way they could do a Section 31 would be a 1 or 2 season job, and it would have to be following one agent on a very specific, very interesting mission. But just think what they could do. They could do classic. They could do TNG. They could do quite. But I honestly think it's the only way they could do it.
Like the O'Brien episode in DS9.
Yeah,
what are we
exactly.
referring to? JMIB, hello. Hey guys, what about a show that would be the Phase 2 show following Kirk and Co between TMP and TWOC?
I'm up for that.
I think that time period might be being used by Star Trek Reliant.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Might be happening because recasting Chekhov, popping him on the Reliant, all that kind of stuff could be quite interesting. But yeah, it might be nice to see you start them off the first episode. They're in the TMP uniforms, and then the TWOC uniforms get introduced.
Oh no, because they keep reimagining the uniforms. I don't want to see a reimagined TWOC. I like TWOC exactly as it is.
Well, if they're going to do it, in the Prime Universe in that time period, they probably won't mess with it.
They've already messed with the Enterprise one.
What do you mean?
Well, we saw the uniform Pike's wearing.
Yeah, but that's...
It's a variation.
We've never been in that time period. Except for the cage.
Yeah, alright, okay, alright.
Yeah, they've got latitude to move.
I know they've got wiggle room, but if people like messing with my Trek.
Okay. I never finished that. Nathan says I never finished the Destiny books. I'm actually not too sure where they moved too much lately. Yeah, I'm totally out of touch with the books. With Dave says I'd recommend finishing Destiny, although to be honest I didn't love the ending with the Borg. Barebones idea of Destiny is good and merits an on-screen adaptation, but I would change a lot. Very well. And Sven basically said that earlier anyway. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Do you think? Martin says, do you think Eagle Moss should do a sci-fi model collection, not just Star Trek or Star Wars?
God, no.
Well, they do Doctor Who, they do Alien vs Predator.
No. Do a general collection, definitely not.
Well, none of the licenses would allow it anyway.
Well, this is what I'm saying. A license, but the thing is, even if they went for the stuff that was out of license, that would just be a complete nightmare. You did no idea what you.
It's bad enough that the track collectors want things like the OV-101 space shuttle.
Yeah.
So
not nice idea conceptually, but in actuality that would be hard.
Yeah, Hyper Red 0100 said it was producing Doctor Who, Alien vs Predator and Galactica models and a buildable DeLorean X enough, to be fair. Dave says, how IRW Galacticus leading a ragtag fleet to find the mythical planet Rome for the Romulans. Yeah, that makes sense. That'd be quite cool. Jay says to Hyper Red 0100, but have you seen the AVP figures and anything that needs a face by Eagle Moss? They're awful at faces.
Yeah,
the busts.
They're not good.
Mind
at
you,
that stuff.
the busts that they showed later on, I think was it at Las Vegas?
Vegas was
looked a lot better than the earlier versions.
The first versions were
still
off, but the
too many
versions.
things. I'm a high Aliens fan, but I don't get the figures. And the NECA toys are better. Fair enough. Trek Cave, never going to happen, but I love a Red Dwarf model collection.
It's already been done. It's already been done.
It's like the Corgi stuff.
Corgi did miniature of Starbug and Dwarf, and there was a large playset version of the Dwarf, which was it wasn't the Dwarf that was the playset. It was a large playset version of Starbug, which was gorgeous. Highly recommend. Highly recommend those. Those were lovely. Well, guys, I hate to do this, but we are 5 minutes away from wrapping this up.
Yet. Have you seen the shots of Ethan Peck?
Yes.
Have you heard him speak?
Yes.
That's about right, isn't it?
About right.
Yeah. I love the way it was announced with the Nimoy family.
Yeah.
In that shot.
That was
lovely. Especially being it was Adam and Terry. That was quite cool.
They are a power couple. You've got.
Yeah. So you can't get more Trek power couple than that, can you? Let's be honest. I want DS9 and Voyager on Blu-ray. So does everybody else.
Yeah, we're all waiting for that.
The only way
Don't listen to him.
the only
It
way
will
that's
happen. It's just going to take a long time.
The only way that's going to happen is if Netflix put the money up to have them redone for Netflix.
And Netflix might well do that.
Might well do that. But the thing is if you're going to do that, and because they're on 35mm film, and all the CG shots would have to be redone anyway, you might as well take it up to 4K.
And Netflix might do that. It's Netflix.
If they're there.
Netflix are
4K,
very future.
The worst part is the only stuff that's not going to be 4Kable in any way, shape, or form would be Enterprise Season 4. Digicammed.
Yeah.
But there we go. I wish they would figure out subscriptions for the ships and graphic novels here in Australia. Yeah. The company went bankrupt, didn't it? And
Yeah, the company went bump for Australia. That was I do feel sorry for the Australians, but there is a small bonus for some of the Australian fans, which is if you have time and patience, you can actually pick up large chunks of the Eagle Moss collection on eBay at reasonable-ish prices.
Yeah, but shipping to Australia.
Shipping to Australia, and they are delicate, so it is a bit of a catch-22.
Don't order a Bajor and Solar Sailor. Don't do that. The miracle turns up in one piece anyway. Adam says, I agree, the first Red Dwarf design is the best. And Dave says, wow, it's already 11:33 by the time David said 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Because he knew it was going to be a half-hour show, didn't you, Dave? You knew that I had to be up for 6 o'clock in the morning.
Why are you got it? What?
I'm up at 6 tomorrow.
Why?
I'm volunteering.
You didn't tell me.
I did tell you.
When?
Monday when we spoke about this.
No, you didn't. No, we didn't. So you
did. And earlier tonight when I said to you, when we were, we need to keep it a bit quick tonight.
I heard the keep it a bit quick. That was all I heard.
No,
didn't do.
Yeah.
He's been wuss.
Okay, three questions.
Considering I've been getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning the last few days just to try and get things at work done, so I can have 2 weeks off without having to worry.
Oh, Sven. Oh, it must be nice having that little violinist on your shoulder. And you're training onto the Enterprise tune yet?
I'm trying to find something I can hit you with.
There's nothing in this house.
No,
you already decapitated the dragon. What more do you want?
That was a starship falling on my head and then took out the dragon. Shut up.
Yeah, you damaged my starship.
Nathan said I did that to the Titan was $70 by shipping. Wow.
Oh yeah, hang on. Australia have really different what's name mate, but even so, the Titan's going for stupid money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry to hear that, but it is a lovely collectible.
JMIB past David's bedtime.
Really is.
A little bit.
Really is.
I read 100. I received the Japanese exclusive board cube today. Cost a bit, but worth it.
I hate
much
you.
Did you pay?
I officially hate you.
Those were going for £500.
I saw one recently go for 150.
Have you guys watched The Expanse yet?
Yes.
No.
Genuinely enjoyed it. Was gutted when I was told it was cancelled. Found out last week that it's been picked back up. So, woohoo!
Yeah. At my house, everybody's watching Lucifer.
Lucifer's good. Enjoyed Lucifer.
I want to actually drill my own brain in.
Why?
One bonus thing is when they were on season 2 and the lady who plays the bed tech or whatever started speaking in Klingon. I was like, yeah, we get everywhere. And my kids were like, oh God, it gets everywhere.
But two very quick things. Firstly, for Lucifer, I have all of the comics upstairs if you wish to read them.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And secondly,
whilst it
is cool that when she speaks Klingon, it was even hotter for me, and I strongly recommend this, people. YouTube, Rachel Bloom, who you should already know, because the woman is a musical genius and very, very funny.
About it.
And she sings in Klingon after a Comic-Con event at a party. It's fantastic. Right, so we are going to wrap this up with whatever the last two questions are.
Right, did the USS Game sell for an eBay? Yeah, too much money. That's going to be at Destination Star Trek in Birmingham. Nice live stream. Thank you.
HyperRedo 100, or rather not say how much that board cube worth.
No.
Yeah,
Because the
Respect
bank manager
that.
may be watching this.
Totally respect that. That's fine.
one sold for £1,300. It is they bought at that price. Yeah, it's going to be it's ridiculous. It's going to be at NYCC in Destination Star Trek Birmingham in the UK. Yes, and possibly MCM2 if they have any left. It's only money.
I wish I had more of it.
Well, how much? All the other game will be over there. Star Trek. Yeah.
Okay.
It might be expensive, but it's not going to be that expensive. I would imagine it's going to be about 70 quid.
I should imagine so.
Less, but-
I've got to confess
See.
for a rename of that particular model that I'm not paying it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just not. Well, I don't need it. I really don't need it. For a ship that died and isn't the right paint job anyway.
Yeah.
Right, well, that about wraps it up for us. I hope
Thank
you've
you for
subscribed and hit that bell.
If you do want to find out more about Space Dock Birmingham, www.spacedock.space. Because I could. And if you want to join our chapter of SFI and go through the SFI route, it is $5 a year.
I do actually recommend the SFI route. It's great fun. There's a whole planet of
Academy.
people that are into it. So it's,
And they have a Starfleet Academy, which has some actually quite fun courses to do. And
yeah, because they use university grade software for the education.
Get to use
system,
Moodle.
don't they? Yeah.
which is what Sophie was using for the psychology degree.
Very good.
Yeah.
Right, well, as I said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
In the town of Bedrock. Just hit on live. Dead Dave.
That's all right.
Well, dead
I
Dave.
need some footage so we can put like this over it, which is like watch this playlist and this playlist and subscribe here and that kind of stuff.
My bed is calling me.
What's it calling you? Evil?